Eco-chic and trouser suits, how Meghan Markle's style reads the room. Last night, for her first official evening engagement with Prince Harry, Meghan Markle wore an Alexander McQueen trouser suit. It was slim-fitting, with cropped cigarette trousers, worn with very high stiletto heels and a green disheveled blouse. The outfit was many things. Very St. Laurent smoking. A bit Princess Diana, with a soupçon of Marlene Dietrich, even a hint of Karine Rotfeld, although Rotfeld probably wouldn't have worn a blouse underneath the tux. What it was not was a Sandringham-appropriate boxy Catherine Walker skirt suit. It was notable because it didn't feel like standard royal family dressing at all. The royal family wrote the rule book on sartorial diplomacy. Usually, their approach is unambiguous. It is a gown embroidered with 2091 shamrocks in Ireland, a Chanel tweed coat in Paris in the middle of Brexit, a dress by Polish designer Gosia Bachzicka at a garden party in Warsaw. It is the opposite of wearing a cult band t-shirt that only fellow devotees will recognize. The clothes are designed to speak of decency and propriety, the visual messages are clear enough to charm heads of state and reach the rest of us in the cheap seats as well. So far, Markle's approach has been very different. Her clothes are not straight-up patriotic. They appeal to something broader, not to geographical borders, but to of-the-moment concepts. Guardian Today, the headlines, the analysis, the debate, sent direct to you. Last night's trouser suit echoed debates about the way high-profile women get dressed in Hollywood in 2018. On the red carpets of awards ceremonies, trouser suits are still an anomaly, although they were being worn increasingly, often as part of explicit protests against Hollywood gender inequality as part of the Time's Up movement. By wearing a trouser suit, Markle was aligning herself with that debate, rather than with royal protocol. Among royal women, trousers are rarely seen after dark, with princessy gowns the default choice. This is only the latest example of zeitgeist harnessing style from Markle. Last week, just as concerns about fashion's impact on the environment were reaching the most heretofore resistant corners of the industry, she wore a black tote by the British designer most closely associated with that movement, Stella McCartney, with a pair of jeans by sustainable Welsh brand High-Up Denim and a handbag by a brand, De Melior London, that trades on being socially conscious. In an era in which individuality is everything, when you be you is the ultimate fashion advertising stripline, Markle continually plows her own furrow, wearing brands so far under the radar that fashion editors have to Google them. A dress from Parash for her engagement photo call, a coat by Meghan in Nottingham. As an actor, from Los Angeles, she didn't grow up steeped in the traditions of the monarchy. She has fresh eyes on diplomatic dressing. Her approach feels comparatively unconventional, even unpredictable, as a result. Increasingly, she has been wearing British brands with fashion kudos, a skirt with a raw hem by Joseph, a dress by the buzzy label Self-Portrait for the Queen's Christmas lunch, a sumptuous gown with a transparent top by Britain's only haute couture label, Ralph and Russo, for the official engagement photo shoot. She pairs the expensive pieces with cheaper items that have since inevitably sold out, such as the £45 M&S jumper she wore in Brixton. These relatable moments have clearly been carefully thought out. An M&S spokesperson recently confirmed that someone from Kensington Palace bought the jumper on Markle's behalf to combine the image of an otherworldly goddess, whether or not she's anointed with oil, with someone with whom we might conceivably one day have brunch. The little details of her look are pure King's Road juice bar brunch date. She wears artfully mismatched earrings and a messy bun. Her clothes speak to something very different from the royals' usual flag-waving smartness. They appeal to universal markers of decency among the godless liberal elite. By accident or by design, Markle's wardrobe perfectly reads the room.